Hello and welcome to Ethical Manu, and today we are having a discussion on an international topic, and that is whether monarchy is going to end in British or United Kingdom or not, and whether Commonwealth of Nation is going to be disintegrated or not. What is not marking movement? What are anti-monarchical protests that are happening in United Kingdom, and why and how India is related to it, how the entire world is going to be influenced with these movements, that we are going to discuss in this particular video session. So without any further delay, let's get started. But before that, we'll try and understand what exactly is the issue, what is the current happening with which this issue is related. So firstly, we'll try and understand what has happened. So recently, Queen Elizabeth II, the British longest serving king, or you can say queen, has recently died at the age of 96. She assumed the throne in 1952 till 2022. So you can understand, almost 70 years she ruled the United Kingdom. Now, right after her death, King Charles, or you can say the elder son of Queen Elizabeth, is proclaimed as the new king of United Kingdom. Now, once he is proclaimed as the new king of United Kingdom, there are a lot of issues that are emerging out of this particular proclamation in United Kingdom and outside the United Kingdom as well. And that is we are going to discuss in this video. But before that, we'll try and understand some of the basic things, like for example, what is Commonwealth of Nation? So basically, Commonwealth of Nation is the association of 56 member states, and vast majority of which are the former territories of the British Empire. So these 56 member states of the Commonwealth of Nation has some point in their time they have been ruled by empire, and after that they joined this entire grouping, which is called Commonwealth of Nation. So you can understand it comes into force under the Balfour Declaration in 1926, but the present form of the Commonwealth of Nation took its form in 1949 under the London Declaration. Headquarters is there in United Kingdom, London, and this is the flag of this Commonwealth of Nations. Apart from this, there is one more grouping within this Commonwealth of Nation, and that is Commonwealth Realm. So 15 countries are there in this Commonwealth realm: Antigua, Bermuda, Australia, Papua New Guinea, New Zealand, Australia, and all these countries, including United Kingdom. Now, these 15 countries are those countries who have accepted the British Crown as their head of the state. That is, for example, in India, we have president as the head of the state, but these 15 countries of Commonwealth of Nation considered the British Crown as their head of the state. He is the first person of their country. So all the governance of these countries is considered, and it is taken in the name of the British Crown. That you must understand. Now, what is the issue? Now, the issue is that right after the death of the Queen Elizabeth, Commonwealth, there's a discussion that is going on. The discussion is in air with respect to whether we should abolish the monarchy system or not. So the states like Antigua, Bermuda, Jamaica, apart from this, New Zealand, and Australia, all these states, all these countries are now discussing, and there is a huge debate in these countries that whether we should opt out of the Commonwealth of Nation, whether we should adopt some form of republican where our head of the state should be elected. So this, now we are going to discuss that why this debate is there. This debate is there just because of this man, this is Prince Charles, the elder son, and why people don't like Prince Charles to be appointed and to be proclaimed as the king of the United Kingdom, because there are certain issues, there are certain controversies that are attached to King Charles. Firstly, he is someone who has admitted, adultery. He is someone who has gone through the divorce first time. He divorced with his first wife, Princess Diana, and it was for the first time that in the British monarchical system, in the British royal family, that someone went into legalized divorced. And after that, you can understand, his name was also associated with the tragic death of her wife itself. So there are certain issues which despoils, or you can say which spoils his image, and that is why people all around the world don't like King Charles. Apart from this, you can understand, we already talked about that his name was also drawn into the death of his wife itself. She died in 1997 in the road accident, but just because he was arrogant in nature, his behavior was not well as compared to the other British royal family members, and that is why people see him with a bad eye. Apart from this, his name was also involved in some sort of scandals. He was also, he is someone who used to spend extravagant, his scandal, that is where he was allegedly accepted as the donation from the family of the Osama bin Laden, who was the mastermind behind the United States 9/11 attack. So all these things actually lowers his prestige in the society, and not only in the United Kingdom society but the entire world. And that is why people all around the world are now protesting against Prince Charles to be appointed as the next United Kingdom's prince, because his image is nowhere near King Elizabeth. He is someone who has treated the people around him with a really bad intention, and this thing does not matches the personality traits of a king, and that is why people are protesting, and people are now discussing that we should opt out of the entire this monarchical system, where we'll have, on one hand we'll have constitution, on the other hand we have the head of the state as a monarchy. So then that is why you can understand the states like these countries, these Caribbean countries, Bermuda, Antigua, Jamaica, they are having their eyes to conduct a referendum before 2025 to move out of this particular monarchy system. So that is the issue. Apart from this, recently what has happened, there's a person named Simon Hill. He has actually proclaimed something in public against Prince Charles, because he don't like his personality. So obviously, and expressing his opinion in public is not a big deal in the democracy, because Britain consider himself as a democratic state. So when he expressed something against Prince Charles, he was arrested. And right after his arrest, this movement known as Not My King movement, or you can say this hashtag has is in trend on YouTube and on Twitter. And after that, hashtag anti-monarchical protests are going on. People are on the streets of United Kingdom, having the holdings like Not My King. So all this is happening in United Kingdom, and after that, the entire world, including India, is now thinking to move out of the Commonwealth of Nation, which was actually formed to have or to maintain healthy relation with United Kingdom. But you can understand, when a king who is so much arrogant, whose image is not that well in society, ascended the throne of the Queen Elizabeth, obviously the mindset and the perception of the entire society is supposed to change, and that is what is happening right now. So that is obviously remains to be seen whether the Commonwealth of Nation is going to disintegrate this 56 member grouping, or the 15 members of the Commonwealth realm, whether these members are going to move out of that British paramountcy, where they have the Prince of the United Kingdom as the head of the state. So all these issues are right there. So right now these two questions have to be addressed, and it remains to be seen in the near future that whether these things will materialize or not. So this is it for this video, guys, and I hope that I'm able to at least impart the true knowledge with respect to this particular issue. And I really want you people to comment what you think about this issue, which is obviously important from the national and the international perspective. So comment me in the comment section what you people think about this particular issue. This is it for this video, guys. Thank you and have a good day.